All right. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to have you here again. Your friend and partner, Olushola Popola. Whilst we wait for the others, there are quite a number of people still trying to join the meeting. But please, I want you to take out a notebook. Of course, I'm sure you have your pen, your paper, and things that you're using to write. I want to play this short video for you so that you can just listen and take some notes. We might not, time will not permit us to watch it to the end, but take some notes. It's the video, it's from one of my role models, Mr. Les Brown. So please get your people, your friends, get them on the call, tell them that we are starting about now. All right. Okay, let me share the video. Just a minute. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, today we'll be talking about money management and psychology of trading. But just before then, let's take this. Why? Okay. Okay.
In what you've done with your life thus far, is it giving you what you want? Is it giving you what you want? When you look toward the future, when you look at all that's going on out here, is there some place within yourself you say, hey, I know I need to be out there in that arena. I know I can do more than what I've been doing. I know there's some great music that I have within me that I haven't brought out here yet. Is that something that you begin to look at within yourself? See, I say if you look at your life, and if you're not getting what you want, you owe it to yourself to do something differently. If you're on a job, 85% they say of Americans go to jobs that they're unhappy. If you're doing something 8 hours a day that you don't like, it's not giving you what you want, it's not giving you a strong feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment, you're miserable, you hate to go there, you're depressed just thinking about it, you sing the "Thank God It's Friday" song every week. If that's what it is, you owe it to yourself to start strategically working to change directions. See, but you know what most people will do? Most people will resist change. Most people will fight change as if change would be worse than what they're experiencing. See, they know this. They're familiar with this. Most people will not challenge the unknown. They won't just step out there. See, there's certain things that's got to be in place. They got to see it all together. And life isn't like that. That's not how you grow. So as you look at your life, you're saying, I'm not getting what I want. As you begin to look toward the future, begin to know that whatever it takes for you to create that, you've got that in you. You've got that. You've got genius in you. You've got goodness in you. You've got creativeness in you. If you decide to take the initiative to change the current quality of your life, I say to you that you will find that the universe is on your side, that life is on your side. Now, will it be turbulent? Yes. Will it be easy? No. Will you have some opposition? Yes. Will I make a lot of mistakes? Yes. Will I get hurt? Yes. Yes. See, a lot of people won't try anything different in life because they don't want to get hurt. Let me tell you something. It's too much pain to duck. Pain is everywhere. You can can hide under here. It will come where you are. It's everywhere. Viktor Frankl calls it unavoidable suffering. You can't duck it. But most people spend their life not wanting to deal with the pain of rejection, the pain of defeat, the pain of being disappointed, the pain of losing, the pain of failure, the pain of being criticized, the pain of not being liked, the pain. That's called life. Life is full of pain. It's everywhere. But guess what? There's no gain without pain, because it's the pain of regret that you experience. If I had it to do over again, that's a pain. Don't you know that's something? When you know, I was in a seminar once and this lady stood up. If I had my life to live over again, she talked about all of the things that she would do. And you can feel the pain of regret in her voice. The pain of regret. She still experienced pain. She was trying not to experience the pain of defeat, the pain of disappointment, the pain of loss, the pain of lack of support. And she still experienced pain. It was right there. The courage to face life's whirling wind of contradictions. The courage to love yourself. The courage to love. For years, I was...
The courage to take a chance. The courage to be who you are.
Okay.
He says, courage isn't for somebody else, for medals, applause, or moral debts. Courage is what at that moment feels most right for you.
Okay. Wow. Courage, that's the word. Do you have the courage to become who you want to become? Do you have the courage to become who you really want to become? Or you are still living your life by other people's opinion? You know, I learned from Les Brown. He said, never you allow other people's opinion to determine your reality. Never allow other people's opinion to determine your own reality. I tell you, reality is in the now. What are you facing? How do you hope to live your life? How do you hope to continue after COVID-19? How do you hope to strive? Ladies and gentlemen, take full responsibility. Take courage. It takes courage to do anything in life. What we are doing now, it took courage to do it. Oh, let's go on, let's go advertise for a program. It takes courage. How do you know that when you advertise, people will come? You just say, let's just do it. It takes courage. Ladies and gentlemen, anything in life that you want to do, it takes courage. How courageous are you? If you're courage is not the absence of fear. It's not that because you are not afraid. No, there are sometimes you get scared. This step I want to take, this profession, this thing that I'm doing, am I going to make sure, am I going to succeed in it? A lot of time, people have asked me, even in this class, some ask me, Mr. Shola, are you sure that we can make money with this? Some have asked me, Mr. Shola, I've heard a lot of things about this trading. Are you sure this thing is working? And I tell them every time, it takes courage. It takes courage. You plunge into it. Everything will not be clear at the beginning, but when you have a commitment to succeed, no matter how hard it is, no matter how hard it gets, I am going to make it. That should be your mantra. And once that is your mantra, I tell you, you can go places with that. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, I want to say you are welcome to the 5th day of our trading. It's been a wonderful session with you. We started from Monday, and over the period of time, we've trained and taught a lot of things. I'm so excited and happy. My joy is that just based on what our curriculum is, that after the training, some of you will be able to open your account, you'll be able to place trades, and you'll be able to, understand what trading is all about. And I see that quite a number of us, from the feedback that I'm getting, it's been wonderful. I see people taking trades, and it gives us that kind of fulfillment. That does not mean that within these few days, you become an expert. Anybody that tells you become an expert with just 1 week training in Forex, that person is just, is just kidding you. I tell you, Forex trading, you need close to 24 to 36 months of constant practicing. 24 to 36 months of constant practicing for you to have your hands on. A lot of people have done this and they've lost money. I hear many people come, they say, I gave some amount to somebody, they lost the money. Everybody's saying they lost money. But then it got to a point where somebody like me was afraid. I said, can anybody make success out of this market? But when I began to listen to the right people, I got the right mentors. And over the period, I began to have a better understanding of this. Now, with what you have gone through, I can assure you, build on it, and you become better by the day. But then, just like we always say, there's always a class for those who want to take it further, which I'm going to explain just before the end of the class. But for tonight, what we want to go ahead to do, I want to quickly explain one of the things that you may not get to hear outside of this training. You may not get to hear it, or you will hear it, it might not be as detailed as we are going to put it. For those of you that have missed other sessions, you can go to our YouTube link to go download and watch them. But tonight's topic, I want to tell you this, take it with all seriousness. This is the strategy that we make sure, this is the strategy that will ensure that you make money, you manage money, and you multiply money in this market. Ladies and gentlemen, any fool can make money, but only the wise can keep money. So once again, your friend and partner, Olushola Popola, Chartered Accountant, Investment Advisor, and Life Coach for Rich Vision Academy. Now, somebody is saying, please, the voice is extremely low. If you can hear me loud and clear, can you type 555 in the chat box, please? If you can hear me loud and clear, can you type 555? Okay, awesome. Maybe you just want to adjust your own mic. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please adjust your mic, increase the volume, and you'll be good. Okay, so tonight, talking about money management and the psychology of trading. Quickly, I guess most, and Bishop trained us on the strategies, and he showed us some other things that we get to understand in the course of time. And tonight, we want to be looking at money management. This is an area where many people fail as far as trading is concerned. Money management is essentially determining your risk and profit before placing a trade. Without a sense of money management, many traders hold on to losing positions far too long, but they take profit or winning positions prematurely. I remember when I started trading, I would enter a trade and maybe I'm buying gold or silver, and the trade is going against me because maybe I started with $1,000. The trade is going against me 100, 200, 300. In my mind, I will say, this thing is going to come back, it's going to come back, it's going to come back, it's going to go. And the thing will continue going until it clears all the money. But you see, the moment it comes a little bit to profit, and I see $5 profit, $10 profit, I close it immediately. I say, thank God, thank God, thank God. What does this mean? I hold on to a losing trade for so long, and when the trade becomes profitable, you jump out of it prematurely. The moment you jump out of it, the moment you close the trade, you now see the trade, it will now continue moving. It will continue moving. And you will say, Kai, it's as if somebody is watching me in the market. Nobody is watching you. If you've been trading before, and you've had this experience, can you put 222 in the chat box? If you've been trading before and you've had this experience that I just illustrated, can you just put 222 in the chat box? If you've had this experience before. Okay. Wonderful. If you are a trader, you must experience it. You must experience it. That is it. That is it. That is it. Okay. But we're going to look at how are we going to. So he said the result is seemingly paradoxical scenario that in reality, and it's very, very common, traders end up having more winning trades. They have more winning trades, but one single trade in a loss will wipe off all the profit that they have ever made. It happened to me even last week, just last week. So nobody should come and tell you that as if they are professionals and there's nothing that, see, we've been able to learn a lot of things, but at times greed and things just overturns you. Last week I had wonderful trade. I won a lot of my trades. And then at the end, I went into one trade. And the thing that I'm teaching you tonight, I did not put it to practice that night because I felt, oh, no, it's not going to move and things and things. Never you take this market for granted. We are not coming here to paint ourselves as saints. We tell you what we do and we tell you how it is so that you too don't make that kind of mistake. There are 7 essential money skills. If you don't value money, you won't be able to make efforts to control it. If you can't control it, you won't be able to save it. And if you can't save it, there won't be surplus for you to invest. So one, it starts with valuing your money. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't imagine somebody who just went through this training, 1 week training. He's telling me that he wants to come and put his life money in this business now. You want to trade. He said he wants to put $200. Is it not just $200? That's about 80,000 naira. To trade on something you just learned for 1 week. You don't value money. You don't value money. And because you don't value it, you won't be able to control it. And because you can't control it, there'll be nothing for you to save. And when you don't have savings, you don't have anything to invest. Just like I tell people, I say, saving is the mentality of the poor. Investment is the mentality of the rich. As if you want to be rich, take savings away from your mentality. The only time you will save is when you are saving money to invest. When you are saving to invest, don't save to eat, save to invest. And so if you're able to invest, you'll be able to make more money. When you say make money from your investment, we are talking of return on investment, what we call ROI, return on investment. Then is your return on investment that you can now look at, okay, how do I appropriate this kind of money? That's when you can now share to people. Some of us have shared our lives savings to people, trying to be Mr. Good or Mrs. Good. Are you there? Now, money management. If you don't understand investing, you'll be a less effective entrepreneur. Therefore, you won't have any money to shield. The 3 things area we're going to cover in money management, we're going to be covering what we call risk-reward ratio. I'll be talking about risk-reward ratio. I'll be talking about the stop-loss order and then how to avoid over trading. But because of time, and I tell you, you will need to really, really take some time because it's a deep class. I'm telling you, it's one of the biggest strategies, so you need to have some understanding. I will just quickly take you through to a site that most of us professionals use. Now, this is called my FX book. How did I get here in the first place? How did I get here? Just type myfxbook.com. Well, I hope this internet is fast enough. myfxbook.com. So at this, once you go to this site, please, if you are intending to be a professional trader, make sure you are writing down this site as I'm saying it. You need it seriously. So myfxbook.com. Wow, it's taking time to load. I didn't want to do that, but then, okay. All right. So here, you now click on home. When you click on home, there's what we call economic calendar. For you as a trader, one of the things that you must do before you start trading a day, you must go through your economic calendar. That's why in the professional class, we are going to be explaining everything that you see in this economic calendar, what is the interpretation and everything. You can't do that in 1 week. Then we have this place, we have the Forex calculator. Just click on the Forex calculator. On the Forex calculator, it gives you this. Now you can see something here. It tells you position size calculator. Click on position size calculator. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to me loud and clear. If you follow this instruction as I'm going to give it to you, you will never, ever read my lips. You will never, ever be in the category of people that will say they blew their money in the trading market. Whether you are trading the Forex, the futures, the commodities, you can never lose your money. Listen to me loud and clear. You can never lose your money. Now, when I say you cannot lose your money, I'm not saying you won't lose a trade. You will lose it. You could lose a trade. It's like somebody who fights a war. You can lose a battle, but you will not lose the war. You can lose the battle. You know, inside the war, you see the battle. You have different battles. The battle of this, the battle inside the war. So inside the whole picture, you cannot lose the war. You can lose a battle. You can lose a trade, but losing your money is not possible. Why? Now, I'm going to give you this so that you're going to understand it very as simple as possible. Now, you're going to have opportunity of rewatching this video. So if you didn't get something, you can just rewatch and you're going to get it. Now, look at this. For every trader, one of the first things we tell you to do in trading is never, never, never risk more than 2% of your trading portfolio. As a trainee, as somebody who is just starting to trade, initially we always say 1%, but we said after you initially start with 1% risk, then after some time you increase it to 2%. As a professional, when you're a professional, maximum you are risking in your account should be 3%, maximum 3%. But if you go higher than that, now let me just illustrate how it is so that you will have a good picture of what I'm trying to paint to you. Let me bring up this Excel sheet. Thank you for drawing on my screen. You won't mind just cancel what you are drawing, that man or that woman painting. Okay, let me see. Let me disable participant annotation. Okay, all right. I don't know why you will be in class and you will just be, you know, drawing on the blackboard. You want me to cane you? All right. Okay, now listen, please, I want to follow this instruction. I want you to follow this very well. If you understand it, you are a master trader. Now look at this. Let's say you have $100. A man has $100. He has $100 to trade. And the instruction is, do not risk more than 1% of your portfolio in any given trade. That means if I trade, I should not risk more than 1% of my account in any trade. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you one question. What is 1% of $100? What is 1% of $100? Can you put it in the chat box? Let me see. 1% of $100. What it is? What? Okay, that is $1. That's $1. $1. Thank you very much. Now, $1. Now, what this means? Please follow me because I will go back to that chart and that place to go and do the calculation. But let's do manually here. If I'm risking just 1%, that means if this market goes against me, I can't lose more than $1 in this market. Forex market, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the safest business I've ever seen in the world. Read my lips. I'm saying that Forex and the online market, commodity, futures and equity, Forex, stock, this is one of the safest business. Some people argue and say, no, it's not true. But me, as an accountant and as a risk manager, I tell you, it's just for the undisciplined. If a system has told you, how many business will you do that will tell you that you can know how much you can lose? In our own industry, I can determine that I don't want to lose more than $1, and I will set the system. I will go and sleep, and it will be like that if it ever goes against it. And I'm going to show you. Now, look at this. $1. If I'm ready to lose $1 in this, that means if this trade goes against me by whatsoever reason, I've done my analysis, I've done everything, but I never knew that COVID-19 will come. I never knew that there was going to be an earthquake. I never knew of the the disputes in the price war between Russia and Saudi Arabia on oil. I never knew about the oil, you know, a lot of things that you don't even know about. And the market went in the opposite direction. If I lose 1%, somebody say, how can I set it? Don't worry, I'm going to show you. If I enter this trade and I lose 1%, which is $1, how much will I remain? What would my balance be? What would my balance be? If out of $100, I lose $1, how much will my balance be? What will it be? It will be what? 99. Thank you very much. So that means I'm going to have $99 remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this question. How many times, if I stick to risking 1%, how many times will I have to lose? Let's say every time that I enter inside the trade, as I enter, the thing is always going against me. Every time I enter, it goes against me. Every time I enter, it goes. How many times will I lose for me to lose all this my money? How many times? Okay, Yusuf said 100 times. Thank you very much. Yes, how many times? David said 100 times. Awesome, awesome. Another time. Okay, 100 times or more. You got to lose 100 times. You have to enter, and as you are entering, you are losing. As you are entering, you are losing. Go and ask all the people that you know that said they have lost money in whether Forex or stock. Those people that tell you that this thing is risky, is risky, is risky. Ask them, before they blew their account, did they lose up to 100 times? Did they lose? Come, you that you are listening to me, if you start to trade now and you lose, you follow this strict instruction. Even if all the efforts in your village, if all the efforts in your village are against you, that as you are putting the thing, you are losing, as you are putting, you are losing. By the time you lose 50 times, won't you get out of the market and tell yourself, it's true, I don't know this thing yet, let me go and practice it. So when I tell you that you can't lose all your money, it is based on the fact that you follow this money management instruction. If you got what I'm saying, can you just give me a 777 there? If you got what I'm saying, put a 77 there. Put a 777. If you understand this, if you can follow this instruction, you will never, ever, ever lose your portfolio in this business. That I can guarantee you. Now, let me go back now. Let me go back to that sheet and to that page to go and show you how do I set it on my system that I don't want to lose more than 1% and it will just be 1%. Now, look at this. I come to this Forex calculator. You know, yesterday, Bishop was telling us to take trade. You know, he didn't tell us how to calculate. He didn't tell you about lot size and things, because those are things that it takes time, and those are things that you'll be doing in the professional class for those people that don't know it. But then one of the things that is going to be teaching in the professional class is this, that now I have $100. Let's say I have $100 and I'm only ready to risk 1% of my portfolio. The system will ask you, how much are you ready to risk? If it's 2%, if it's 1%, Now, how many pips is this. I can put, I don't want to lose you so much, but I know Mr. Cole mentioned some of these things about pips and things. Details of this will be done in the advanced, in the professional class. But let's just look at this. How many pips am I going to set? I've seen people set stop loss. When they're setting their stop loss, they say it's 30 pips. Stop loss is 30 pips. Who said that stop loss is 30 pips? For you to set a stop loss, you must set your stop loss below. If you are buying the market, your stop loss should be set below the last support, below the last major support. And for those of you that have been using those of you that have been in the professional class, we'll be telling you set your stop loss below what you call the order block, below the order block. If you just say 30 pips, 20 pips, even 50 pips, if 50 pips is within a resistance and a support, the market will take you out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, I've been studying the oil. This is the oil market. This is the oil market. Guys, I tell you, please don't take this skill lightly. This skill set is very, very key. I was looking at price of oil. Can you imagine? Can you imagine oil has dropped to about $18? $18. Can you imagine? $18. The last time it got to this level, around this level, $10. That was in 2098. As I said, yeah, 1998, 1999. That's when oil came this deep. Guys, whether you like it or not, there's recession. Recession is smelling, seriously. Recession is smelling. Forget COVID. God has helped us with COVID. But let me tell you, recession is imminent. Why am I looking at this oil? You see this trade? I'm looking at when this price is going up, I'm going to buy the oil, seriously. There's a lot of money to be made here, a lot of money. But more of it will be explained in the professional class. Let's just talk about money management. Now, here's what we're talking about. From this place to this place. Let me expand this. Let me expand this. Let me expand this. Okay. You see, from this ground to this place, this market is going to come back up here. And prices of oil will go maybe to 50 something and things. So if you go and put stop loss, let's say you enter this trade and it goes from here, and you say you are putting your stop loss 10 pips or 14 pips around there. When the market is coming, it hits and take you out. The market will take you out. So we always say, when you're setting your stop loss, you set it below the support or above the resistance. This is a resistance area. This is a resistance area. So if I'm going to sell the market maybe from here, I put my stop loss at a resistance area or at what we call the order block. But those ones, time will not permit us to be able to go. Okay, sorry. I think there was a network. Our network are just wonderful. Somebody is asking what is support and resistance. Wow. Wow. Are you just joining the class or? But no problem. Let's just go through this. Let me quickly show you this because of time. Let's look at it. So I put it 30 pips here. And is this trade? So the system tells me I should calculate what is the lot size that I want to use. If I put my calculation, look at it, $1. how much am I risking? It's $1. And the system says I can only use 0.04 lot size. 0.04 lot size. And unfortunately, in trading, we don't have anything like 0.04. The minimum we have is 0.01. That means ordinarily, with $100, I can't even trade Swiss francs, Japanese yen, CHF, JPY. You know, CHF means Swiss. You know, when I started trading the first time, I saw this thing. You know, Euro USD. You know, Euro USD. That one is simple. GBP, JPY, pounds. And I was teaching some guys then. Then when I got to CHF, JPY, I said CHF, JPY, CHF. Which kind of currency is CHF now? I just say it's Chinese something versus Japanese. I just got that. But later I got to know that CHF is what? Swiss francs. Swiss francs. Are you getting it? Now, it now means that I can't use $100 to trade this market. So that's why if I want to do that, means maybe I want to increase what I want to risk here. So if I say I even want to risk 2%. So at times when people say, sir, I want to start trading, can I start with $100? I tell you, $100 is good. It's good money. But don't just trade. It's not that you can't trade it. I've seen people, I've traded $50 before. I've traded $30 before. So it's not that you can't. But you see, when you are just starting, it's good you put in something that is reasonable. So let's look at if we had $200. If we had $200 and we do a calculation here, can you see now? It's telling me I should use 0.1 lot size. That if I use 0.1 lot size, if the market hits me at my stop loss, I can't lose more than $4 because I have said I want to risk 2% of my $200. 2% of $200 is $4. So if the market goes against me and hits me at my stop loss, the maximum I'm going to lose in this trade is going to be $4. Ladies and gentlemen, the risk reward. So when I say risk reward ratio, if I'm ready to risk $4 out of my money, if I risk $4 out of $200, it's not going to kill me. But this is my risk. My reward, maybe I do a 1-for-1 risk reward or 1-for-3, depending on the trade that I'm taking. Depending on the trade that I'm taking, I will now decide, okay, 1-for-1 or 1-for-3. If I'm going to make $4 in this trade has a potential of going 3 times my risk, which means I could earn as much as $12 on that trade. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's so much, there's so much in this, because if you're able to get this aspect, it will help you a great deal. So here we've talked about the ratio. What are you ready to risk? We've talked about the pip. How many pips? Your stop loss. Please, never you trade without stop loss. I hear people will tell you, they say, don't worry, they remove stop loss. You know stop loss, they will just come and take your money and things. Ladies and gentlemen, I had my own practical experience. Trading, that day I had already made some money. I think it was I and Mr. Kule, we were traveling sometimes to go to Abeokuta. Just along the road, I had made about $300, going for a training. I was so excited that, wow. And I got to that place. After all said and done, instead of me to leave the market as the time I was to leave, I just said, let me just try this. And I picked a trade based on one strategy. And I started to pick that trade. We started driving back to Lagos and I was in profit. Oh my God, I was excited. $300 going, maybe another $300. What a wonderful trade. Ladies and gentlemen, suddenly I saw the market moving against my direction. And as it was moving against my direction, I had already put a stop loss. And now remember one prof that I watched on YouTube, the professor, he said, you don't need to use stop loss. Can you imagine Bill Gates using stop loss? Can you imagine Warren Buffett using stop loss? I forgot that day that I was not Warren Buffett. When I saw the thing going down, almost hitting my stop loss, I say, Kai, it would be good if this thing hits my stop loss and then come back. Oh, I now removed that stop loss. Oh my God. It was as if I cleared the expressway for the market to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, that portfolio was a portfolio of about $3,000. I tell you, I was in that trade negative for almost 2 weeks. It will do as if it's coming back. I say, thank God. When they said, if there's a prayer point in church, I will pray, say, Father, let this thing reverse. Father, you know, there's one strategy, they call it the hope and prayer strategy. You'll be using that strategy. Let this thing favor me. The earth is the Lord. And you pray. But you know what? You made a mistake. You broke the rules. And before I knew it, the whole portfolio was wiped off. Just because I failed to follow this simple principle. And since then, I said, no, I will not lose money this way again. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are part of the things that you need to get clear as a trader. Avoid over trading and don't also under trade. Now, when you use stop loss, look at this. This is like a lion. Look at this, a lion, and look at the chain on the neck of the lion. You see, this zookeeper, when he's coming, he knows he cannot pass the boundary, this boundary of this lion. If he stands there, he can do anything. But if he does the mistake and come in this territory, he said, no, stop loss is not necessary. Once you say stop loss is not necessary, you become like this man. You will enter inside the den of the lion. Ekpele for you. You might win the lion or the lion wins you. But why will you take yourself through this kind of trouble? So that is money management. We are going to go into more details in the professional class. And if you didn't get it, we are still going to have some subsequent classes in the future. The other part that we have is what we call the psychology of trading. Being a good trader involves more than just being able to analyze trade. The market, you know, I can do technical analysis and all these things. Yes, you can do technical analysis. You can do all these stuff. But one of the most crucial yet overlooked elements of successful trading is maintaining a healthy mental outlook. We say calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. Calmness of mind. Oh, you and your wife just finished arguing, you just had a quarrel. The next thing you open your laptop, you want to trade, you will make a loss. You must be careful. Are you there? So you must be calm. Don't just trading needs calmness. You must be calm. And I tell you, the tools that we have, let me show you something. I'm sure Bishop showed us that tool yesterday. Okay, look at these tools. We have great tools there. Look at this. These are some of the tools that we're using. And these are softwares and things that if the market is going to go up, it tells me. If it's going to come down, it tells me, it shows me. So even though I'm yet to understand how to trade, even though I don't know all these support, resistance, all these this thing, yeah, while I'm still learning, I can use this to trade. Let me give you an experience today. When you say calmness of mind, look at this. One of these trade gave me a sell, and I was to go into the sell. I put the sell, but some things happened around me. You see, I thought the sell was going to go a long way, but I never knew it was going to reverse very soon. And before I knew it, I was busy in some other things. The market reversed. What had already given me profit, it now reverted into a loss. Thank God I had my stop loss. But thank God this system is there. I could enter another trade. And I ended up the day profitably. Now, I began, the moment that thing happened, I said, Shola, you always tell people, be calm. When you are troubled, don't go to the market. I would have made more than I made today. I'll have made more money than I made today. But because of the, the state of my mind as at that time in the afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you are troubled, please don't, no matter, you could have simple tools. Well, for those of you that will be doing our standard, professional class, you're going to be, this is one of the major things we are going to be doing, because one of the things that we found out is that a lot of people, when we take them through these trainings, after the training, they want to start trading immediately. They want to start trading immediately. And we see that quite a number of people lose their money that way, because they are, I just want to trade, I want to make money. They've been hearing, Mr. Kule made money, Mr. This made money, me too, I want to make my own money. You have to be calm. You have to be calm. So that's why we brought that tool. It's cost so much, we had to get that to that come. Let people that are learning, so that they are not worried and excited about going to trade, let them use this tool while they are still learning. And they're going to be making, we've back tested it severally and it has been wonderful. So key area, there must be what? Emotional detachment from your trade. You must be emotionally detached from your trade. Develop a self-control, which is said, develop self-control, which is an indication of a ripened experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the principles of operation and indicators. So, ladies and gentlemen, know when to take a break. At times you are trading, you make a loss, you make a loss, you make a loss, and because you just stick to it. We run an investment platform, and on the investment platform, some people were connected to it. In this, during that December period, we had, because of the situation in the market, we were running at some losses. We were running at losses. And then, but because these accounts are connected to investors, we were supposed to leave the market, but we just said, no, we want to impress our people. We want to help them to make money. And when we were supposed to leave the market, we did not leave the market. Do you know what happened? We lost a chunk of good investors' money. If you can hear me, can you type 333, please? If you can hear me clearly, can you type 3333? If you can hear me, can you type 333? Okay, awesome. All right. Are you getting? So based on that, we said, come, once we are trading and we have this, we should pause. Know when to take a break. Don't say, I must trade, I must trade, I must trade. No, you will lose your money. You will lose your money. Know when to take a break. And there are some of you here that people will tell you, go and use what they call EA, expert advisor. Expert advisor. Let me tell you this, expert advisors are good, but you must be careful. Before you use expert advisor, make sure that you are trading with money that you can afford to lose. Make sure you are trading with what? Money that you can afford to. He's a robot. Robot. Robot does not know when COVID-19 is coming. Robot does not know when there's an earthquake. It will just continue. Whatever I'm sharing with you, I have done them before. So be careful. So what are the 10 major mistakes that traders make? 1, failure to have a trading plan in place before you start executing your trade. They say, plan your trade and trade your plan. Inadequate trading assets or improper money management. When you don't have adequate asset, that's when you say adequate asset, you don't have a good trading money in your trading account. Expectations that are too high too soon. Somebody wants to trade. Somebody said, Mr. Shola, if I start with $200, how much can I make in a month? I said, well, in a month you should be able to make like $10. You should be able to make like $10 on your $200. You know what the guy said? $10. 10. They told me that I can double this account now. I say, since the day you've been working, have you been able to double your salary? And you want to start this profession this month now, and you want to double your account. $10 on $200, ladies and gentlemen, how many percent is that? $10 on two, if you have $10 on $200 in a month, how many percent is that? Can somebody just type it in the chat box for me? How many, if you ever make $10 out of $200, what is that percentage? What is the percentage return on investment? How many percentage is that? How many percentage is that? Can you just type it? Give me the figure. That's 5%. Great. $10 is 5% of $200. Ladies and gentlemen, the banks do not give you 5% in a year. When you put your money in the bank, you don't get 5% in a year. After they remove their tax and everything. So you are able to do this in 1 month. I think it's not good. Ladies and gentlemen, always work with percentage so that you will appreciate your effort in this market. So expectation too high, failure to use protective stops, lack of patience and discipline. When you lack patience and discipline, you will not be a successful trader. Then trading against the trend. I told you, the trend is your friend. That's one of the things we said on the first day, that the trend is your friend. Never trade against the trend. Then allowing losing position to ride too long, over trading. Failure to accept complete responsibility for your action. So ladies and gentlemen, money management means discipline. You must have confidence. Get to the point that you recognize a different setup. Once you see your setup, you enter it. Once you see your setup, take the boldness, enter it. I was trading today. Today while I was trading, I saw a setup. I've been waiting for that setup. And when the setup came to pull the trigger, I was waiting. I said, pull the trigger, I was waiting. Click on buy, I was waiting. And then the market started moving in the direction. You must be able to have full confidence. And remember that you make at a stage, if you've made it to this point, you are already getting used to success in the trade. To be honest, not many people make it consistently as far as trading is concerned. Out of everyone that trade, only 5%. If you have 100 people that start to learn trading, about only 5% of the people that learn to trade, only 5% of them become successful. See, I'm not saying this to scare you, but I'm saying it to motivate you, to challenge you. You know, when I had that statement, I made up my mind that out of this 5%, I am going to be among these 5% that will succeed. I am one of the 5% that will succeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you know that out of the 5% that succeed in trading, you are one of them, type I am. Type in the chat box, I am. If you are one of the 5% that will succeed in this trade, in trading, you are one of the 5% in the world that succeed, type I am. Yes, let's go. I am. That's one, the two most powerful words in this world. I am. I am. I am. I am a successful trader. I am a successful trader. I trade profitably. I am a profitable trader. You must say it every time to yourself, the power of I am. So patience. If you trade, you have to be patient. You must have confidence and not overconfidence. You must be ready to risk the capital. Some days you won't even trade. So, and you determine what kind of trader you want to be, whether you are going to be a scalper or a position trader. Whichever one you want to be, then it's great for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, now with this, I want to say that we have come a long way on our trade. Okay, just a minute, please. Just a minute, I'm trying to close that. For those of you trading, the market is closing. Today is Friday, and the market will close. And one of the things we tell our students is don't carry trade across to the don't carry trade over the weekend. That's one of money management thing that you should know. Don't carry trade across the weekend, because you never can tell whether there's going to be an earthquake somewhere. You never can tell if there's going to be a tsunami somewhere. And when the market opens, your money is gone. So don't carry, write that down for those of you that will be trading. Write it down. Avoid taking trades over the weekend. Avoid carrying trades over the weekend. It will save you a lot of trouble. Well, even though I'm busy here, I have to do that. I have to do that, my housekeeping, so that I practice what I preach. I just closed all the trades in my phone. All trades have been closed, whether in profit or loss. I close them because I want to have a nice weekend. Yes. All right. So let's go. Finally, it is highly recommended that your trading decision will be one action and reaction. See, one thing you should do is this: when you make your trading, it's not a black box. You want to make it a real mechanical. And that's why for those people that will be going through our professional class, we'll be telling you, we'll be showing you how to make your trading mechanical. We have experienced it. What I'm telling you, some traders will not tell you. Some people don't even trade. They are just trainers. We have a lot of people that are trainers, but they are not traders. If somebody tells that he's a trader, let him show you his trading results. Does he have a trading result? Does he have a trading result? Are you getting? Does he withdraw from his account? Does he use? I don't have any other business. Bishop does not have any other business. Mr. Kule does not have any other business. This is what we do, trading. So you got to know who is teaching you. So we'll be showing you how to make your trading mechanical so that you will eliminate fear and greed. So when you are preparing, part of the thing, just in summary of all what we said, when you are preparing for a trading day, what reports are coming, that's why we say you should go to the myforex.com, myforexbook.com, overview of longer time frame. If you are going to be trading the short-term time frame or the long, as a scalper, you want to see what the long term is. You must understand the key support and resistance levels of any pair that you are taking in a day. You go over your equity run. How much am I ready to risk in today's trade? Make sure your surroundings will enable you to trade well, not that you are distracted. Analyze the market fundamentally and technically. Ladies and gentlemen, having said all this, I know a lot of us will be looking at that. Where do I go from here? What next from this point? How I wish that we can have the opportunity and privilege of extending and showing you more. But then the truth is this: out of every one of us there are some of us that want to take this thing to the next level. There are some of us that just want to invest, and you just want to have an idea of where you are investing your money. There are some of us that really just want an extra thing that I don't know what is going to happen after COVID. Can I stick to this? One thing that I can assure you is this: if you stick with us, we are going to be providing you mentorship. Remember, people that have mentors will not lack methods. If you have mentors, you will not lack methods. And that's why what we have done is that for the period of the 2 weeks, we said there's going to be a 2 weeks training for the professional class. It's for those people who want to go to the next level. If you don't want to go to that next level, you don't want to stress yourself too much, what you have been taught, the indicators that we have asked you to watch, just go and watch all the videos again. It's good for you. But you that want to go to the next level, then you want to go beyond this. You watch the videos, then you join us in the professional class. Now, because I don't want to take your time, tomorrow I'll be explaining all about the professional class and the super indicators that we have that will help you as a trader. Let me tell you this: for you to be a successful trader, you need to be handheld. Someone needs to handhold you. You don't need to continue doing the same mistake that other people have done before and repeating the cycle. So what we are going to be doing, there are some of you here that just want, what you want is, can I invest and you guys will trade for me? Yes, we have that. But on our own platform, we don't take money from you. You open your trading account. We've put it in the group chat, the link for you to open your trading account. You open a trading account, you fund your trading account, you are 100% in control of your trading account. And as we trade, look at this. Let me share the screen. Let me show you what the investment projection is like. For those of you that don't know it, maybe you've not, let me show you our investment projection. For those of you that want to be part of that, let me show you this. Okay. Let me see. Sorry. Okay, I think that's it. For those of you that will be looking at the investment stuff, this is what it looks like. This is what we do on monthly basis. Okay, this is a friend that was investing $50,000. But let me just explain this. So here, let's say you have $1,000 here, and we trade. When we trade, our target is to do about 20% return on investment in a month. 20% return on investment in a month. So when I say average, there are some months that we hit 20. There are some months that we do 10, 15. There are some months that we do 40, 50. But when you take it over a period of time, maybe one year, when you average it, you will see that it's an average of 20 per month. You know, some people, early January when we started trading, we started last year, did 40%, 30%, 20%, but December, January was a tough one for us because of the Donald Trump and all this stuff in the market. And, you know, unfortunately, people that joined us during that period, they experienced a loss. You know, some of them, Mr. Shola, this thing is going down. I want to withdraw my money. I want to withdraw my money. I will just tell them that, don't worry, leave it. Some of them were able to leave their funds over the period. Now we are now doing great profits again. So here, if you do 20% in month one, if you do 20% of $1,000 is about $20. So next month, your $20 is going to be added to the $1,000 after we have done our profit sharing. Remember, for whatsoever profits we take, we share profits in the ratio 60-40. So when we do for 20% and 20%, which is $200 for you, please note this very well so that you're not confused. This $20 for you. So we share the profit 60-40. 60% will go to you, the investor. 80% will go to the trader. So that means $120 will be added back to your $1,000. So your new capital becomes $1,120. So the next month again, we trade again. This gives you 20%. 20% of this 1,120 is 224. 224 again is shared in the ratio 60-40. You have 134, the trader has 89. That again is added. And by the time you add it and you compound, month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, by your month 12, your capital is about $3,895 on the average in 12 months. On the average in 12 months. This year, by the grace of God, we are hoping to supersede this expectation. So for you that want to be on this particular one, what you need to do is open your trading account, fund your account. The minimum for this is $200. $200. So you fund your trading account, then you inform us after you have funded your account. We will now connect you to the trader. We will connect you to our traders so that as the traders are making the money, your account is making money. You don't have to do no analysis that will lead to paralysis on your part. You just sit down as an investor and watch your money grow. And the good thing about this is this: anytime you want to withdraw your money, you can withdraw it at any time. If you make profit today, you want to withdraw it today, just click on withdraw. You are in control. If the traders are not trading very well, when the market was not going on very well in January, February, we had to tell some of our members, go and pause your account. Some of them went to pause their account. That means any trade that these guys are taking after this. So you are 100% in what? In control. You are 100% in control. When we make profit, we tell you. When we are making losses, you see it. And why do we want to make losses? Why do we want to make losses? We don't want to make losses because we are trading our own funds. We are trading our own funds. So we want to preserve our capital. Automatically, that protection covers your own account also. So that is for the people that want to invest. Now, for those of you that want to be in the advanced class, I've told you that we're going to be having a meeting tomorrow. If you are interested in the advanced class, then be with us tomorrow by 8 p.m. We're going to be showing you what to do to enroll in the advanced class. And we're going to be showing you also, for those of you that want the super strategy, the combo is a combo. And ordinarily it's expensive, but the company was able to give us some discounts on it. So we're going to be showing you, if you start using that combo, even if you've not started trading, we will just use it on your demo account for 1 week. 1 week only. Then you use it on your live account. You will come and tell us the story. Do you understand? You don't need to be a professional to be able to use it. Everything has been set for you. The only thing that you will need to know apart from that is how to compute your take profits, your stop loss, your DC, which we are going to be taking during the class. You get it? So it's a powerful tool, very, very powerful, very, very, very powerful. I wish I saw this kind of thing when I started trading. Maybe I wouldn't have lost so much money as I lost at the beginning. So here you are, great mentors who are going to be handholding you to success. All right. So at this point, you've said so much. Let me see whether we have questions that we need. But before we even start asking questions, if this week has been expository to you, if this week you feel you gained something, can you just type wonderful? Type wonderful. If you know that you got something during this week, that, oh, I now get it. Great. Yusuf, thank you very much. Thank you. Awesome. Raf. Oh, great, 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 great. So that's great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's awesome. So for those of you that have gained, we are going to start another class, this kind of class, upper week. We are going to put it in the chat box in case people that did not meet up with this. And then the professional class, maybe because of finances now, you don't have enough cash now to do it. You don't have enough cash, you want to postpone it, or you want to be able to have money. Within the next 2 weeks, another professional class will be coming up. So even if you miss this first one, you will get that one. But it's good. Start making money. Don't waste time. It's going to be a great one. Okay. I want to let me go to the questions now. I want to execute a trade on my metaphor. How can I change my margins? How can you change your margins? Okay. If I get you very well, maybe is it your leverage or what? Your margins. Is it your leverage? Maybe try to be more explicit on Okay. Okay, I see that. Okay. Oh, Bishop, are you here? Lazarus, how are you, sir? He said, Chairman, I hope asking price is the same thing as entry price. No, sir. Entry price is not the same thing as asking price. You have the bid and the ask. The bid and the ask. The difference between the bid and the asking price is what you call your spread. The difference between your bid and the asking price is what you call your spread. Your entry price is the price that you determine yourself that you want to enter the market with. That is it. Okay. How can we set the stop loss? I think we should have taken that. Okay, Mr. Fuller has addressed that. Is that to a software, or we are the ones that we set it up? Is a software. The tool we are talking about is a software, complete software. Okay. And you just got to use it on your laptop. You might not be able to use it on your handphone. Okay. Okay. So Mr. Kula has even answered that question. All right. Let me see. I think more. Okay. I think most of the questions have been answered, I guess. All right. That's wonderful. So, Mr. Kule or Bishop, I don't know whether you have a parting word for some of our members that might not be joining the class that we want to do.
Oh yes, I have something for everyone.
Okay, the Bishop of Pips himself.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a wonderful presentation.
You're welcome.
I just want to let everyone here know, don't prepare for retirement. Retirement will look like COVID-19. In fact, there's no difference between retirement and COVID-19. Presently, people are feeling lonely. If you're a businessman, no income is coming. That's what happens in retirement. You'll be lonely. You're no longer going to work. Everybody will go to work in the compound, in the house, and leave you. You can't buy what you want to buy because money is not flowing like before. This COVID-19 lockdown is an eye-opener to what retirement will look like for many people. Whether you want to retire early or retire young. My advice is that even if you want to put your funds to trade with us, what you should be pursuing now is not saving money. It is learning how to be independent yourself. I have friends who travel to Canada, travel to other places. They are still not complete. They are still complaining there. They will tell you that everything is okay. You know what? There's light, there's everything. But look, everywhere you have to struggle to make money. That's what they will tell you. So if you are here and all your mind is Canada, what if they don't give you? As your life ended because you are not going to Canada. If you can learn a skill that can give you income and you can grow this income, maybe for those of us that will join tomorrow, we'll even show you how, if you don't have money to trade for yourself, by the time you've learned this thing and you've been mentored over a while, there are people, there are companies that are willing to give you up to $50,000, up to $1 million to trade with. If you make 5% of $50,000, that's $2,500. They can give you part of the money, like 50%. Some of them will give you 70%. You can go home with as much as $7,000 every month. If you are trading, if you make 5% of 100,000, which is 10,000, and they share it 70-30, you can go on as much as 7,000 in a month, trading on your own. We're talking about financial freedom that can give you, your children, and your children's children freedom. Never wait for any government. Never think that, okay, now is the appointed and now is the right time. And I'm saying this with passion, right? Because I see people wallowing, struggling. So because there is shutdown now, some people income has ceased to almost zero. Why? Why? Whether there's shutdown or no shutdown, Mark Zuckerberg is making money because we are all using his platform. All the argument we are arguing on Facebook, he's smiling, he's making money. Whether there is lockdown or no lockdown, the telecommunication companies are making money. The people that will continue to make money now are the people whose business is online, because online is not in lockdown. It is cement companies and manufacturing companies, other things that are in lockdown. It's the accountants that are in lockdown. Ladies and gentlemen, if nobody tells us the truth, hear the truth and hear it from me. Plan for your future. No government will plan it for you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, the Bishop. Thank you, the Bishop. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's walking the talk. These guys are doing it and they are killing it. That result is one of our traders' results for today. For today, that's one of the traders' results, over $200 just today. And everything was used. What was used to make that trade was that tool that we showed you, that super strategy combo. So you can use that same tool and achieve this kind of result. So for those of you that want to learn more, please, maybe you met the video halfway, you can go down to our YouTube channel. When you get to our YouTube channel, it will be posted there for you. You can watch from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can watch each of those days. And once you get there, click on subscribe. Click on subscribe, or you see that bell. That bell, you can click on the bell so that anytime we drop videos, you can see it. So watch those things and then it's going to help you. I need video on how to install and operate MT4 on my laptop. I think Bishop did that video on how to install the MT4. Most of the time, it's simple. Once you go to, you can even check it up on YouTube, or you can check it up on, we're going to drop that video for you. Because once you have the account with your broker, the brokers